Now, my generator. I've got a problem. Well, two problems. One is, and many of you know this, that I've actually worn my lower disc out, and most of you know, and I haven't been able to work since I was 43, so that's one thing. And anything heavy, after a while it does hurt me. Now, you know, I can get around it most of the time, but playing about with this upstairs the other day, I can just feel it. Right now, it's not a problem, but if I continue to do it, it may be, and then if I ever get my injectors done for my tractor, it might mean I can't use it, see. So we're not going to mess about too much. Anyway, with it being a nice day, I gave it another day, and I've had a look at this, and I've told one or two of you in the comments. I'm just going to show you. On the outside it's a bit rough, but on the inside it's not. So I'll just take these covers off, because I've got to take them off again, and to put the rest of it back together, otherwise it'll get lost. Anyway, I thought, well, we'll have a little go and see, because you'll see in a minute, it really is nice and clean inside. So I'll put a drop of oil in, and I'll just show you in a minute too. I'll just show you the recoil. Well, it sort of works. It's not very good, and it slips, but the main thing is it slips the pawls. I probably want oil in, but anyway, I'm not taking them off again, not today. Anyway, I thought I'd just try it and see, and see what happens. I only gave it a few pulls. I wasn't intending starting it, and I didn't expect it to start. Anyway, I gave it a few pulls just to see if there was any fuel going through, and I'll just show you now. Now I've got these off, that everything is very clean. So what I did, as I say, was put some oil in and run a drop of petrol through, and you know, I just blasted the carb with carb cleaner yesterday, this is, and I'm sure you can see that. Look in there, everything is very clean and nice. I took the jets out and had a look at them, and took that out, and that's the fuel pipe there, and when I took it off, a bit of very old stale petrol came out, but it's clean. And I got the cap out, and just to show you, I mean, look, I don't know if you can see in there, I don't know if there's enough light for you just to see. I think there is. It's really, really clean inside. So I thought, well, it stands a bit of a chance, you know. So I just pulled it over a few times, and I will just show you. Well, it's working now. Look, we've got the recoil. It's actually engaging now. But some of the time it wasn't engaging. I had to tap that. It's engaging, look, see? And it's going back. And what I did, yesterday, 8 recoils, hour and a half of struggle, and I used my Briggs spring, and I managed to get it in. And as you can see, it works. For how long for, I don't know. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, I mustn't get too involved with this, because it could be. It's really a project for someone else. But it'd be nice just to get it running. So anyway, I had a look at it and gave it a few pulls, and as I say, I can't be pulling about much. Nearly had enough. You can see in there, look, just how nice. I mean, that's like brand new. You know, inside the cover. We'll put it on in a minute, just to show you something. Anyway, I took the plug out to have a look, and it was wet. So I pulled it over a few times. You see, I'm nearly, oh dear. That's it, got the cap off. Anyway, took the plug out again, which is difficult because you've got to have a 14mm ordinary socket and do it, and I haven't done that. Anyway, I held it on like I did the other day and pulled it over, and it has a spark, but it was intermittent. So I screwed it back in and pulled it a couple of times after I'd cleared it, and I'm sure it gave one fire. It's not blowing out the carburetor, so I think the valves are alright. Anyway, I'm sure you can see what's happened. Right, if I can hold the camera still enough. Look at that, the plug's broken up. So anyway, I thought, well, that's that. I've got to put the cover on and, you know, just give it to someone. Probably will anyway. However, I thought, well, I'll just see how much a new plug is, just for curiosity. So, I went and had a look, and they're only £5, so I've ordered one. So what I'm going to do, as I say, I'm not doing much to this at all. This will be a job for someone else. Let me just put you a little bit closer, and I'll get the cover first. The points cover's got to go on. That's the first thing, and I can show you that because all this is a little bit of interest, isn't it? And I'm in the kitchen and got everything prepped, so it shouldn't take too long. Anyway, because I know one or two are interested. So what you do is, that goes on there like that, and these little screws go in there like that, and I think you can do this with the flywheel on. We'll have a look in a bit, but all you do, I've got a screwdriver, I know I have, and it's the one that will fit it. I know I've got one. So all you have to do to adjust the point, look, is loosen the, oh, you will have to take that flywheel off because you can't get to this one, I don't think. Anyway, I'm just showing you this because it shows how it's made. Did you see a nice little waterproof gasket on there, and I put a drop of oil on the point. You just loosen these, look, like that, and that slides off like that, and you can adjust the points. Screw there, you see, you can adjust them and check the points. So I think you might find that a little bit interesting, and like I say, they needn't be too tight because that will vibrate off, and it's got a nice rubber gasket on. So that's that on anyway. So I thought you might just enjoy seeing that. Now what's next? I'm not sure. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'll just for fun, oh, the air cleaner and this end now. So I'll get on and put all the screws and that back in. So they are. Quick update. It's actually a lot nicer on the inside than the outside. And as I say, I'm not going to get too involved. You know, I'll put a new plug in and try it. And if that works, fine. If not, someone else can have it. You know, seriously, it's I just cannot spend the time and the energy in humping it about. As I say, it's quite heavy. You know, I've got other things, other priorities, and playing about with this. I was going to leave it for the winter anyway, wasn't I? So, as I say, you may get to see it running yet. So, give it a few days. I've nothing else much to show you until Thursday today. Probably something on Sunday. Well, we've got it all back together. Got a bit of cloth here. A little white now. Haven't had one for years, has it? Anyway, there we are. Right, that's the waiting parts, isn't it now? But we have achieved something, I suppose. I'll just show you that the recoil works, maybe. It's a bit, as I say, it's a bit temperamental still. But for me hour and a half of struggle, yeah, that works. It doesn't always go back in properly, but as you can see, that works. Right, so we're awaiting parts. I'll put it in the floor carefully. And as I say, it's a bit heavy for me, this one is. Anyway, because I know how disappointed you are not to see the engine running. We'll see if this one works, eh? The reason being, now, funnily enough, this Briggs, I know that's a coming generator, it's got all, you know, got big alternator in, hasn't it? But I need just to test this, because hopefully at the weekend we're taking it out on demo again. Whether we'll get anybody interested enough to have a look, I don't know, but let's see if it goes, eh? It'll be good if this actually worked. And this engine, by the way, it took a hell of a lot more starting than that one. Well, probably. That's in far better condition than this one. Smoke and hear it, this one works. You have to run this a minute, it really wants the carburetor doing, as I think you know. But it works well enough. It rattles on this fence, as you know. Still works. See, outside in the sunshine. Anyway, I know how you like to hear an engine run. There we are, still works. That's it. Right. We'll await the new plug and see what happens, and if not, I'll just give it to someone. You know, like I said, I'm not getting too involved, but we've got an engine that works, you see. And this is the big deal this year, as you know. So, there you go. You had a free demo. See you at the weekend, hopefully.